Hi students, so today we are going to start with N-channel MOSFET output and transfer characteristics. First let me tell you what is the expansion of MOSFET. So MOSFET, it is expanded as metal oxide semiconductor field effect transistor. So you have N-channel and P-channel MOSFET. Hereby in our experiment we are going to consider only the N-channel MOSFET. MOSFET, let me tell you, it is a transistor. It is used for amplifying or switching electronic signals. Let me show you the symbol of the MOSFET. So this is your MOSFET. MOSFET has three pins, okay? But it is a four-terminal device. What are the four terminals? Source, drain, gate, and body. Okay. See, this is a MOSFET. Okay, this has four terminal device. Source is placed here, and drain is placed here. Gate is placed at the top, and this is the body configuration. So this is your total configuration of the MOSFET. But the symbol of MOSFET, it looks like this. You can find this in your lab. Okay, the first pin, this is called the gate pin, and the second one it is called drain, and the third one is called source. Okay, you will place this in the same way. You're not going to bend any of those pins. You will just place it in the same way in the breadboard. Okay, and this is your pin diagram of this N-channel MOSFET. So let me show you the difference between the P-channel and N-channel MOSFET. So you can see the P-channel and N-channel MOSFET here. N-channel MOSFET, you can see that it is the source pin, it goes in towards the gate. Okay, that looks like the N-channel MOSFET. And for the P-channel, what happens? It is from the gate, it moves exterior. That is, it moves outside the source. Okay, that is the difference between the N-channel and P-channel here. And now, so you have already noted down the pins here. First pin is gate pin, the second pin is your drain, and the third pin is your source. Okay, now let us move on to the experiment. So here by in our MOSFET, what you're going to do, you're going to find out two characteristics. Okay, that is transfer characteristics and drain characteristics. You would have already noted down in BJT, that is input characteristics and output characteristics. But in MOSFET, you're going to note down clearly about the transfer characteristics and drain characteristics. I'll let you know about that after we complete the tabulation. Okay, so this is your circuit diagram. Okay, and this is your MOSFET. So to the left side, okay, to the left part, that is towards the in the input channel. Okay, towards the input channel you will have the gate. Okay, and on the top you will have the drain, and source will always be, it will be grounded there. Okay, this is your MOSFET, and this is your output portion, and this is your input portion. Okay, now let us give the connection through the multisim. I have already noted you about the multisim link. I've noted you about the components present in the multisim. Now let us connect this through the multisim tabulation, multisim simulation tab. So this is your multisim. You can, I've already noted you, just go to new tab, Multisim Live Online Circuit Simulator. Okay, you can click this, and I've told you about the login page. If you cannot log in, do let me know. I will share my mail ID and password. You can use that. Okay, and you can create the circuit. Okay, now I've already noted down I've opened a new circuit tab here. Let us complete the experiment through this tab. So let us start the experiment now. So we need a MOSFET first. Okay, so MOSFET is found in this transistors. To the left side, we have the transistors here in the seventh component. Okay, inside this you must select the NMOS. Okay, just like this NMOS. Okay, and just place it here. So as you can see, the NMOS, the symbol varies compared with your manual. Okay, as you can see, the gate, drain and source, the it varies, it gets splits up here in the near the source part. But here in this simulation tab, you could see that they are getting attached together. Okay, you must change that. What you're going to do for that, just move to the right side. Here you will have the configuration pane here, just select that, and you would see item and document. This two panel, it is very important for each and every experiment. Okay, you will note down the output by using this item and document pane. Okay, so make sure you're knowing about that. Near the item, that is below the item pane, you will have the symbol. Okay, just press this icon. You could see another symbol noted near this. Just press this. You could see that the symbol varies here. Okay, now this is the proper MOSFET that we are going to use for our experiment. Okay, now we need hereby. What are the thing that you must note here for multisim is that you need not attach any voltmeter or ammeter separately. Okay, you will have a probe which must be placed on the top. Okay, so just neglect the voltmeter and ammeter for time's sake. That is till we complete the other components, connection of the other component. Okay, now let us take a resistor first. So you need a resistor near the input, that is near the gate. So I'm placing it here, and you need another resistor near your drain. So I'm going to place another resistor here. And you need supply. The supply is found here in the sources. Okay, in the sources panel, you will have your DC voltage. This is your supply. Okay, press this DC voltage, place it, and take another supply here for the output and place it on the output portion. Okay, yeah, that's it. Now we need to give the connection. So what you must do for giving the connection, you just need to just connect the wires. How you will get the wires? Just go inside, go near a component. As you go near a component, you could see that the uh, symbol varies. You can see the hand symbol here. As you go near to any component, you could see that this hand symbol, it just varies to another symbol that is called, that is a wire. Okay, wired column. So what you must do, just press there, and you're going to drag it, and you're going to attach it to the other pointer there. That's it. Okay. Again, let me tell you, go near a component, just press there, and then just connect to another pointer. Press there, drag it to the top, and move to the other pointer. So the wire connection is very easy here in this multisim. It will be easy for you to follow. Okay, so we have completed. Now we must add the voltmeter and ammeter, right? So you have a voltmeter here in this portion. So what you're going to do here in the first component, that is analysis and annotation, here you will have your voltmeter, ammeter, and voltmeter ammeter together. That is the probe. Voltmeter in the form of a probe. Okay, voltage. Can you see this? So just press this and just place it on top of this number 2, that is near the wire. Okay, so this shows the voltage. Okay, now on the other side near the drain, you need an ammeter and a voltmeter. So you have another probe, that is the voltage and current together. Take that probe and place it on top of that near to the resistor. Okay, so as you can see here on top of this probe, you will have V and I noted. So that is, it just represents the voltage and current separately. Hereby you can note voltage. Okay, so you have added all the components. Okay, make sure you're checking it. Yeah, you must ground the source. Okay, so the second component here. Okay, this schematic connectors, you will have the ground. Okay, just press that and just place it here. Okay, that's it. You have completed. Now what you must do, let us move on to the tabulation part. So what is given in the tabulation? So here you have drain characteristics and transfer characteristics as I noted you earlier. First, let us complete the drain characteristics. Okay. In the drain characteristics, what you must do, you must set the gate source voltage is constant and you must vary the VDS and ID. Okay. That you're going to do it first. Um, so here, just press near the MOSFET. If you press there, you can note down the symbol. Below that, you can note down the details. If you click that, you can note down the GDS. Okay. Why I'm telling you this, because so you are going to note down ID, VGS, VDS. You must be aware of where the voltage is or where the current is. Okay. So this is near your gate. So this is your VGS. Okay. Near the gate and source. So this is your VGS. And this voltage RP is set here. This is called VDS. Why? Because it is set near the drain and the source. Okay. And hereby the current flow that is called ID. Why? Because it is the drain current there. Okay, now let us set the VGS first. So you must set it to, I'm going to set it to 2 now. Okay, this is constant. You're not going to change this value. So what you're going to do, just press here and go to this value. Just click here. If you just click here, you can find this setting. That is, you can adjust the values here. Okay, just push this closer to 2 volt. Okay, and just leave it. So you have set your VGS now. Now what you're going to do, you're going to change the VDS and find out the ID. So this is your VDS. So you're going to adjust this VDS. Okay. Let us start with 2 volt here. Okay. So I'm giving 2 volt here. Yeah. Okay, I've given. After completing everything, you must start the simulation, right? So to the right of this panel, you will have your configuration pane as I noted you earlier. So in the under this document, you will have this start simulation. Okay, can you see this? So just press the start simulation. As you press that, a simulator gets loaded up and you can find out the value of this uh, VDS and the ID here. Okay, just note down the value. Okay, I've already noted down values in the PPT. I'll just show you. So this is the drain characteristics. Now we have noted for 2 volt, right? Just note down the current here. That is ID here. So the current is 39.984 microamp. Okay. So I'm noting it here. Now let us change the VDS to 4 volt. We have set to 2 volt. Now just adjust it to 4 volt. So I'm going to drag this and I'm going to place near 4. Okay, as you can see the value is automatically changed. Okay, so this is 40 microamp. So just note down 40 microamp. So actually first time when you just start this simulation, you could note the readings here. That is the symbol, pause, play, stop, these symbols here. If you just stop it, okay, the simulation gets stopped up. That is when you're going to adjust the value, you will not find the appropriate current value here. You must start the simulation again. Okay. So just first time when you start the simulation, that will do. Just adjust the values and note down the readings. Okay, you need not stop it. Okay. Now I'm going to adjust this 4 volt to 6 volt. So I've adjusted it to 6 volt. Now let us start simulation. So it just stays near the 40 microamp. Okay, just note down the value. Now I'm going to adjust it to 8 volt. Okay, it still stays in 40 microamp. Just note down the value. Now I'm going to adjust it to 10 volt. Okay, now it's still in 40 microamp. Okay, just note down the value. Why these are staying constant here? Why the current value is staying constant? Why? Because you can note down it in the graph. Drain characteristics graph. See, once the value gets started with 2 or 10 or 20 or whatever it is, after that it just stays constant. The value does not vary. Okay, that is just for drain characteristics. So I've already completed for 4 volt. Okay, you can check that out here. For 2 volt and 4 volt I have noted. So now what you're going to do, you're going to note down for 6 volt. You're going to vary it in the same way how I did now, and you're going to note down the value. So we have completed drain characteristics. Now let us move on to transfer characteristics. Okay, for transfer characteristics, what you must do, you must set VDS as constant and you must vary the VGS and note down the ID. Okay, now let us do that. So you're going to set this VDS as constant. So what you're going to do, just do one thing, just stop this, just adjust this to 10 volt. In order to do that, what you're going to do, here you can note into 10 into zero point 0.1. That just helps you in adjusting the values. Okay. So now we must adjust it to 2 volt. Okay. So now this is set, VDS is set to 2 volt. Now you must adjust the VGS. So I've placed it in 2 volt. Let it be in 2 volt. Okay. Now just start summation. So I've got this 39.984. We have already got the value. Okay. Just note down the same value. 39.984 gram. Okay. Now you must set this VGS to 4 volt. Now just increase this value to 4 volt. Increase this value to 4 volt. As you can see, the current is already changed. So 115.26 microamp. Okay, just note down the value. Now let us increase this to 6 volt. Just click there and just drag it. So you must place it near 6 volt. As you can see, the value has changed to 184.87. So 184.87 microamp. Now I'm going to adjust it to 8 volt. So the value is 249.44. So just neglect the negative symbol there. Minus, it has given us minus. Just neglect the symbol. You're not going to note that. Now I'm going to place this near 10. And the value is 309.52. Okay, note down along with the units. So you have noted down transfer characteristics. I have already noted down the values for 4 volt. Okay, now you can do for 6 volt. 2, 4, 6 volt, you can complete it. Okay, just follow the same thing. Okay, first time you must set this VGS as constant and you must vary the VDS. Okay, for your drain characteristics. And for your transfer characteristics, what you must do, you must set this VDS as constant and you must vary this VGS. Okay. So that's it. You have noted down the value. Now what you must do, there are three important terms that you can note in your manual here. There is a calculation. So you can note down the calculation through the graph. How you will do the graph? Let me tell you how to check out with the graph. Okay, I'll just show you an graph for you that has already been done. So this is a transfer characteristics graph. Okay, I have not done this graph. This is done by students. So you must do it along with your reading. Okay, you must not copy this. Just note down the for your transfer characteristics. What happens? You will note down the gate source voltage in the x-axis and drain current in the y-axis. Okay. So you're going to note down the values like this. Initially, I have noted down from 2 volt, right? You can take it, you can decrease the value and you can note down from 0, minus 1. You can also note down in that way. Okay. Why I'm telling you, because the value, the graph just starts by this point. It will not just start straight away like this. Okay. It must start from the origin or beyond the origin. No issues. So let me just first tell you about threshold voltage. What is threshold voltage? The voltage at which the MOSFET turns on. That is voltage at which there will be an increase in the current value, drain current or saturation current, whatever it is. The value gets started up through this VTH, that is threshold voltage. Okay, hereby we are going to assume it as minus 1 volt, just 1 volt. Why? Because we have started our experiment from 2 volt, right? We have got the value of the drain current from the 2 volt. Okay, if you take 1 volt, you will get the same thing. But for 0, you will get 0. Okay, yeah. So for 0, you're going to get 0. Beyond that, when you decrease it, you will get the minus values. So just update the VTH value as 1 volt here. Okay, minus 1 volt. Okay, so now you must find out trans conductance and output drain resistance. Let me tell you the formula and let me tell you how to do it. So first, let me tell you along with the characteristics. For drain characteristics, you will note down the output drain resistance. And for the transfer characteristics, you will note down the trans conductance. Okay. So the formula for RD, that is output drain resistance, is equal to del VDS divided by del ID. Okay. Del VDS, just take any of these values, either 2 volt, 4 volt, or 6 volt. I have taken for 4 volt here. Okay. So the del VDS value, it varies from 2 volt to 10 volt. So just take the final value and the initial value. So I have taken 10 minus 2. Okay. Divided by del ID. Same way, final value minus initial value. 160 minus 115.26 microamp. Okay, so 160 minus 115.26, so you will get 44.74. Okay, so what you're going to do, you're going to just divide it, so you'll get the value. Now the RD value I have just adjusted, I've taken the decimal point to the front. Okay, so what I've got is 0.1788 into 10 power minus 6 ohm. So this is your output drain resistance. Okay, so now you must note down the trans conductance. Trans conductance, what you must do, you must note down it through the transfer characteristics. So the formula for GM is equal to del ID divided by del VGS. Okay, and the formula is the same way how you did for the drain characteristics. So I'm going to subtract the final value minus initial value. So 568.54 minus 40 microamp divided by 10 minus 2. Okay, here after the subtraction, you will have 528.54 microamp. So the value of micro is 10 power minus 6. So you're going to divide it by using the 10 power minus 6. So 528.54 into 10 power minus 6 divided by 8. So you'll get this value. As you round off, you will get 6.067 into 10 power minus 5 mho. Okay, the symbol is mho here. Okay, so this is your transconductance. So that's it. You have found out the V threshold, and that is threshold voltage, transconductance, and output drain resistance. Just note down all these values in your manual here near the result. Okay, and just complete the graph in this way. So this is your transfer characteristics and this is your drain characteristics. For drain characteristics, nothing. You will have your VDS in the x-axis and ID, that is drain current, in your y-axis. Okay. In that way, you're going to note down the values and make sure you're noting down the scale here for both the graph, and then you must note down the output drain resistance here in this drain characteristics, and trans conductance value in your transfer characteristics. And VTH also, you're going to note down the VTH through this transfer characteristics only. Okay. So in the transfer characteristics graph portion, what you must do, you must note down both the VTH and the trans conductance together. Okay. So note down all these values and complete the graph and make sure you're submitting the record as soon as possible. Okay. So that's it for your N MOSFET experiment, so that it gets completed. Okay. Thank you, students.